The Prince and the Farmer's Daughter, Part 1. A glance in the garden. Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom, there lived a young prince named Leo. That he had everything: riches, servants, and a golden crown. But he felt lonely inside the palace walls. One sunny morning, Prince Leo walked quietly into the royal garden. As he looked over the wall, he saw a girl picking apples in the field beyond. She wore a simple dress, and her laughter danced in the air like music. The prince watched in silence. He didn't know her name, but his heart beat faster. She looked up, saw him, and smiled. That moment changed everything. Part 2. The Hidden Letter. That evening, Prince Leo couldn't stop thinking about the girl. He didn't know her name, but he wanted to see her again. The next morning, he wrote a short letter. I saw you yesterday. Your smile stayed in my heart. May I meet you again? I will wait by the old oak tree at sunset. He folded the paper carefully and tied it with a blue ribbon. Then he called his loyal bird, a clever dove named Cloud. Take this to the girl in the apple field, he whispered. Cloud flew high over the garden wall and landed softly on the girl's shoulder as she picked apples again. She smiled at the bird, untied the ribbon, and read the letter. Her cheeks turned pink. She looked at the setting sun, and she nodded to herself. Part 3. The Sunset Meeting. The sun was low in the sky. Golden light touched the trees, and the air was soft and warm. Prince Leo stood nervously by the old oak tree at the edge of the fields. He held a single wildflower in his hand, unsure if she would come. Then he heard soft footsteps in the grass. The girl appeared, her basket still on her arm, her eyes shining like the sky at dusk. You came, he said, smiling. She nodded shyly. Your letter was beautiful. They sat beneath the tree, talking for hours. They spoke of dreams, of books, of stars and silence. Though they were from different worlds, their hearts spoke the same language. When it grew dark, the prince whispered, May I see you again? She smiled. Yes, tomorrow, same place. And just like that, something beautiful began. Part 4. Whispers and Worries. For many days, Leo and the girl met by the old oak tree. They laughed, shared secrets, and learned each other's worlds. He learned her name, Alara. She loved stories, wildflowers, and watching the stars. He told her about life in the palace, though he often left out the loneliness. But not everyone in the kingdom was blind. One evening, as Leo returned from the meadow, a royal guard saw him slip through the garden gate. That night, the guard whispered to the queen, Your son meets a village girl by the old oak tree. The queen's face grew cold. A prince must marry a princess, she said. The next morning, Alara waited by the tree, but Leo did not come. She waited until the stars came out. Still, he never arrived. Her heart ached, But she didn't cry. She simply whispered, "I hope you're safe," and walked back through the dark. Final part. The choice of the heart. The queen sent guards to stop Leo from seeing Alara. But Leo couldn't forget her. One night, he escaped the palace and ran to the old oak tree. Alara was there, waiting. She looked surprised but smiled through her tears. "I thought you'd never come back." "I had to choose," Leo said, "between a crown and you." He took off his royal ring and placed it in her hand. "I choose you." They left the kingdom that night, hand in hand, and built a simple life in a distant village where love wasn't forbidden. And in the heart of that village, an old oak tree still stands, witness to a love that defied a crown.